Hey guys, I'm Jeeps, and welcome back to the world of Mount&Blade Warband. Today I want to show you a little bit of higher level content for this game. For when you've let the game world progress a lot more, you've advanced, you've become a notorious mercenary, or in my case, a lord, and the world has kind of changed around you and you have helped probably whatever nation you've sided with, hopefully, start conquering a lot. Or if you're really, really ambitious, maybe you are in charge of a nation now. That takes a lot more work, though. I haven't done that. But let's jump in. Let's jump into my ongoing game. We're gonna go with Gabriel. You can see he's on day 609 of his adventurehood. That's right, adventurehood. So let's take a look at that. So, the first thing you might notice, if you remember the map I showed you in the first video, is there is a lot more yellow on this one. I am a member of the Serenid Sultanate in this one. They're the yellow faction, and as you can see, we're doing quite well for ourselves. However, everyone keeps declaring war on us because we're doing pretty well for ourselves. So you can also see we've taken some, like, this has been... The Vaegirs actually control this one town and this castle down here. Swadia has taken this from the Kurgits, which I think they actually took it from us. We had taken them from the Kurgits. There's been a lot of changing hands going here. And we actually have several Kurgit cities. We have 2 Kurgit cities under our control. I actually own Nara personally. We have the capital... Oh, wait, no, Suno's the capital. Sorry, we have one of the Swadian cities. The Rodoks don't have any cities left. We have 2 of them. Swadia has 1. They have 3 castles and 3 towns. The Nords are still actually doing quite well. I think they're at war with us right now, but we haven't really done any major damage to them. They fought with Swadia a lot. And the Vaegirs are doing quite well still. But there's hateful little Ravadine, where Atna got captured. It's a terrible place. We won't go there again. But let's see, where am I? Am I down here? That's me, yes. So, here we am. I am Emir Gabriel. Emirs are the lords of the Serenid faction. You have to set your name to Emir or Lord or whatever if you want, but you can change your name at any time, so I did. I have 92 guys in my party. Here's a guy with 22. We're gonna go stab him in a little bit, but let's open up the party window. So, first of all, you can see I have a whole lot of heroes in my party. Jeremis, Bunduk, Nizar, Katrin, Ymira, Cluthy, Marnit, and Matheld. They all have different personality quirks. Some of them like what you do, some don't like what you do. They will leave you and often come back later. You can send them out to do missions. Some of them have different specialties. Like Jeremis is actually a doctor. However, he's decent at combat at this point. He's really good one to get early on, in my opinion, because he has first aid, surgery, and wound treatment. And also, while I'm pointing over here, you've got this party skills tab. It shows you all the collected skills of your party as a whole. Like I said last time, the skills of characters you get like this, I only mentioned in passing, they all contribute towards your party. Some of them don't. There are some like inventory management, I believe, and things like that. Even though sometimes characters will have them other than you, they only seem to matter if you have them. But like pathfinding, if someone has it lower than you, you're getting a bonus to it. And then whoever has it highest, it counts theirs. So it's good to have multiple guys. It lets you get a wider variety of skills, because you can't get all of them yourself. Not high enough to be useful, at least. So I've got all those guys. They all have their own sets of equipment. They're all pretty good. A lot of times you kind of give them hand-me-down equipment of your own. And then I have my actual army. My pride and joy of my army is I have 40 of these guys. Serenid Mamluks are really terrifying heavy cavalry. They're about as good as Swadian knights, except they tend to have blunt weapons, which means they knock people out more often than kill them, which means you get more prisoners, and prisoners are great. So, while this army wouldn't be that great at sieging, because I have 40 heavy cavalry, which are not nearly as good if you take them off their horses, they are fantastic in an open fight. And then I've got horsemen. They're just waiting to be upgraded to Mamluks. The best Vaegir archers in the game. And then the regular Vaegir archers. Some random mercenary guys that you pick these up a lot. Some Serenid archers, Serenid infantry, and a slave driver, because I probably picked them up somewhere. And prisoners, I have 2 lords, because I've beaten a lot of lords. My max in my company is 111, I only have 92, but that's beside the point. Good, done. Take a look at our inventory, or we can move. inventory. I've got much better equipment than my old guy had. I have a lot of armor. I have strongbow I like to use on horseback. My big old bastard sword. Arrows. I have a much better horse than my little sway-backed pile of crap. Gauntlets. We're all good here. And ton of bread, because you tend to just get a lot of bread. Honey, dried meat, fish. We are outfitted and ready to go, and I have a ton of money. It's great. Some extra horses, some good stuff to sell. Note that the sell values do change depending on where you're trying to sell them. So you often want to try and sell them where you can get the highest price. You can very much trade these things, you know, buy low, sell high. I'll admit all of mine I've gotten from looting. Looting is, especially early on, looting is actually a fantastic way to get money really quickly. You'll make nations hate you, but it's a great way to get money. Once you've sided with a faction, however, looting the towns of the people you're at war at can be pretty good. Unless you then end up in control of those towns, because then your townspeople will hate you. And that happens a lot. I've got some books. You can read these books when you're making camp. Just pretty much you can pick a book to read, and then slowly you'll read through it. Just that percentage bar will go up. And you get like a bonus when you finish reading it. They're pretty good. And then I've got my axe and my heavy board shield that I use when I siege things. So we got that. We are, as you saw, we are decked out. We are ready to go. I think, just to show you what the combat looks like, show you what the real big battle is, providing we can catch this guy. He might outrun us. We're going to go chase down Jarl Rafark's party, or try to, because we're at war with these guys. The Nords are at war with us. And we're going to try and catch him down. There might end up being a cut here. So, we weren't able to catch that guy. He eventually made it to a castle, at which point we caught this guy. So, this is a different Jarl. It doesn't matter. He has more guys. We still outnumber him more than 2 to 1. I hope we can take him. So, he's threatening me, which is dumb, because, well, threatening me is bad when I'm much more renowned than this guy. And he knows that I've beaten many of his friends, so I could try and discuss something with him. Or I could order him to surrender, or I could leave, because he's running from me anyway, and he'd probably be thrilled. Yes, surrender or die. I'm a heap of filth, and he wishes I was never born, blah 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 blah. Let's just murder the bastard. It's not the button I wanted to hit. I definitely do not want to retreat, and I don't want to open that. Sorry, we're just gonna run head on, you know? Normally, I would try and use some tactics here, but I think my 40 Serenade Mamluks can deal with this pretty effectively. So we'll just run up, overcharge. Look at my nice little column of knights. And there we go. And the slaughter begins. Oh, it's glorious. We're just hacking our way through these guys. Now our infantry's coming behind us. I know what I really should be doing now is ordering my cavalry back and having them charge again. But this is just one of those cases where we outnumber them so much. Look at them. They're just running and just getting cut down. This is... I hardly meant to do anything. This is what happens in this game when you start getting a big scary army. And this is with me not using any tactics. Ordinarily, I'd go lead my archers up to that hill over there, wait on my cavalry, have my infantry start running forward, flank them with my cavalry, and they be destroyed even faster. But you don't even need to when you outnumber them this much. 40 Mamluks versus that, or however many are actually in this fight. Not everyone of your fight will spawn at once. Of your army will spawn at once in a fight. But we destroyed them. Press tab key to leave. We had no casualties. We killed 35 of them and wounded 9. That's his entire army. He did escape, though, but look at all these juicy prisoners to sell to those ransom brokers. They're going to be so thrilled. So, I'm glad we caught this guy. We got more out of it. We can promote guys, too. Let's get another Mamluk. Let's get another Marksman. And now we have 41 Serenade Mamluks, and that makes my heart sing. You guys have no idea. So, we get to take all their spoils. It's much better than what the crappy bandits had. We're not going to take much of it, though, because we don't need it. And I have limited inventory space, and now this is worth all that much. We also want these tattered arming caps. Which we don't, because they're dumb. But we will take the 162 dinars they gave us, and now we have more guys ready to upgrade. Oh, it's the best. Can upgrade a mercenary swordsman to a hired blade, and that's it. But still, that was wonderful. Alright, so that's a better idea, I think, of what later combat in Mount&Blade is like. I haven't shown you a siege defense or offense yet. The easiest way to do that is actually in a skirmish map. And if you guys like, I'll actually come back and play some more Mount&Blade. I'll make another character, or we'll give Atna another go. He's penniless and threadless, but we can give him another shot. We can start from the beginning, or I can play some skirmish modes. We'll see. We'll play it by ear. Like I said, I love this game. I don't need much of an excuse to play it, and I'd be happy to share it with you. So, I've been Jeeps. I hope you've enjoyed this two-part look at the wonderful Mount&Blade Warband, and I will see you guys later.